Many years ago, I was asked to do a session with the confirmation parents. I remember beginning by asking them, "When was the last time you experienced the Holy Spirit?" I was greeted by complete silence. Now what? I thought. The background of this passage from John's Gospel is a world not unlike our own, filled with controversy and division. Chapter 16 is in many ways a repetition of chapter 14, Jesus' last discourse. And the situation facing him and facing his disciples is similar to ours. A hostile world searching for the peace that only the Spirit can give. To this world, Jesus offers a complex picture of the Spirit to come. The spirit of this passage is one which some scholars call the forensic spirit. We know what that word means, as we have all watched and read Law and Order and other police procedurals. The word forensic refers to courts of law and the application of scientific techniques to the investigation of a crime. Jesus tells us here that when the Paraclete comes, it will convict the world, judge it, and condemn it because of sin and righteousness. Pretty grim, and not what I wanted to hear from those parents, or indeed share with them. So who is the Holy Spirit for us in today's world? Where and how do we experience it? In the words of the theologian Elizabeth Johnson, the Holy Spirit is nothing less than God's own loving self, present and active in the world. Active in community, worship, and personal prayer. So with a little help, the parents came up with all the wonderful moments when they had in fact experienced the Spirit, especially as couples and of course with their children, in parish worship, and even, though rarely, in personal prayer. Whenever people come together in love, the Spirit is present and active. Whenever we experience it, of course, in our families, but also in the crowds who always came to see Pope Francis and now Pope Leo, in their love too. The Spirit is present and active. All loving human relationships mediate the encounter with the Spirit. Reflect for just a moment on some of your own. Society, social structures, as well as human relationships, can be pervaded by the Spirit, but also by sin, as we know well. Because we continue to oppress the poor and refugees, migrants, and other marginal groups, including women in the church, as we continue to destroy our common home, we will encounter the forensic aspect of the Spirit, the one who condemns because of sin. When we experience that aspect of the Spirit, what are we to do? We must reflect deeply as individuals, as a parish, and as a church on our actions. When we do, we find we will truly encounter the Spirit in our working for peace and justice, in our daily acts of kindness and generosity. That same Spirit is calling us to resist oppression in all its forms as we know them today, as individuals and as a community, by building relationships of kindness and love, and to the extent we each can, by speaking truth to power. A small act, like wearing the blue triangle button, which says, "I stand with refugees," makes the person who sees it ask what that means. And you can answer that the blue triangle was worn by immigrants in concentration camps. And you are the voice of the Spirit. The resisting part is hard. It takes energy and creativity and love. But when we do it as individuals and as a community, we truly do experience the Holy Spirit. As Pope Leo said at his inaugural Mass, this is the hour for love.